Men and emotion. We just spent the last 2 days talking to men at the Modern Day King retreat. And as we introduced ourselves, half of the men got up and started breaking down in tears, started crying in front of a bunch of other men. And they kept saying things like, sorry, I'm being a little bitch, or I'm a really emotional guy, sorry guys. They kept apologizing for showing emotion. Now, some of these men had been in abusive relationships. Some of them had been sexually abused. Some of them had been abusers. But they broke down in front of other men because they felt like they couldn't do that anywhere else. They told their stories about anger and frustration, how they used to throw things through the wall, punch their hand through the wall, how sad they were, and they were holding on to 20 years of guilt or shame or hurt from a death in the family or divorce. Men in this day and age think they can't show emotion. You see, emotion builds up in the body, it goes in your physiology, and men who hold on to that emotion, it begins to show and bring you down. It begins to build up inside of you, just like blowing up a balloon. If you let it fill a little bit, with a little bit of emotion, with a little bit of oxygen, it fills and it gets to a comfortable position. But men allow that emotion to build up until the balloon bursts. And the anger, the sadness, the hurt, the guilt, the shame get too much and causes too much pain. So instead of holding on to the emotion, men, it's okay to let it go. You're not being a little bitch. You're not being a pussy. You're not needing to harden up. Just like these waves here, instead of tiptoeing in and slowly getting towards that emotion, go towards the waves of emotion. Don't let them come to you. Because men, you're allowed to be emotional. You're allowed to express yourself. You are supposed to experience emotion. You're a fucking human being, and men, you got a fucking heart. You got a mind, you got a body and a soul. So men, just let it out. Express yourself. Share it with someone you care about. That's what real men do.